Hello kids, it's Lori from Nourish, and I wanted to do a YouTube video today about something that I blogged about yesterday. And here's the thing. I had a whole chicken that I cooked last evening in my Instant Pot. And it was a real simple recipe. There are just tons of whole chicken recipes out there for the Instant Pot, but it was so easy. Made some kind of a rub, put a little coconut oil in the bottom of my pot, and I'll show you the pot, but it's got rice in it right now, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I put it on saute and put some coconut oil in the bottom and kind of seared the chicken on the breast side, flipped it over, added in some chicken stock, garlic, some lemon juice. The rub had paprika in it. It was very simple, just a basic recipe. So I had this whole chicken, and we had that last night. And we had it with some, I'll just scan here while I'm talking. We had it with some twice baked potatoes, because I had made potatoes on Monday, and the whole gist of the blog that I just posted had to do with being really efficient with your food, making something that you can use several times in several different ways. Okay, so fast forward to today. Now, instead of the whole chicken, and my was it, juicy and tasty, so I've got quite a bit of breast meat, a thigh, and a leg left. And I also took the broth that was made by cooking the chicken. Now, I did use some chicken stock, but I got this absolutely fantastic gelatinous, which, yes, that's a good thing. When your broth gels like that in the fridge, that means that it was a high-quality chicken, that the wonderful collagen that lives in the chicken is able to be formed in the broth, full of nutritious benefits. Great for the immune system, great for lowering inflammation in the body, great for digestive health. I mean, you name it, and it's a great thing. So I took the gelled broth that I poured into this bottle, and I let it sit in the fridge all night. So there was some fat at the top that I just scooped off. Like about 3/4 of an inch worth of fat at the top that I just scooped off and discarded. I took that broth, which was gelled, and I added a little water to it, and I'm going to put that kind of reconstituted broth into my Instant Pot with my brown rice. And this is so cool. I've made rice in this like 4 times now, and every time turns out perfect. Put it on manual setting for 22 minutes. I wait 10 minutes after the 22 minutes, and then I release the pressure myself. I have not had one problem with this Instant Pot. Love the way it works. It just feels so safe, and it's so quick and easy. It's just changed things immensely. So, my point in all this is that not only did last night's dinner involve twice baked potatoes that were made on Monday, but now I'm taking the leftover chicken and I'm making some rice, and my goal is this jambalaya. Now, most of the time I would just from scratch make the jambalaya, but I had the Simply Organic from Frontier Foods. These are things I had around. Okay, I had this in my cupboard. I had the chicken. I saved the broth. Don't throw anything out. The oven has preheated, because I'm going to put some Italian sausage. This isn't like andouille sausage that would normally go in jambalaya, but it's what I had in the freezer. 2 sausages, that chicken, the rice. I thought, peas would be good with this. You could do all kinds of things. You could add celery, you could add pepper, My husband is not a big fan of celery in food, so we're going to leave that out. But I plan on making the rice, and I will do that as soon as I put up the camera. Make the rice. I'm going to cook the sausage in the oven. The chicken I will shred. I may put that in the oven in a container and heat it up just a little bit. I don't want to dry it out. And then I will create the jambalaya right in the Instant Pot. And I can put the setting on saute after everything has been finished and kind of warm things up. Or there is a keep warm setting as well down in the lower right-hand corner. So it will all be in the pot. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to use what I have and to create some new things, trying to get into that whole notion of zero waste. And I know I've got packaging here. I'm not there yet, folks, but I'm trying. I'm trying. And just as a side note, what I've also got going, making elderberry syrup for a friend of mine, and I plan on also making a kale quinoa salad. So as soon as I get that rice going and the sausage in the oven, I'm going to make some quinoa, which is super easy to make as well. So I just wanted to give you an update. I plan on blogging. I've taken some pictures and I'll do a part 2 blog, but wanted to get this going on YouTube. And I don't know, I just get such an excited feeling about using stuff I have. My cupboard, okay, as a final note here, let's go to the pantry, and I better turn the light on. Okay. We've got butternut squash. Okay, some baking items. Down here, we've got some pastas, grains. I don't typically use noodles, but I have somebody that I live with that likes noodles, so there are some noodles in here. If I lived alone, there would be no noodles. And then you come down here, whoa, and we've got more sweet potatoes, oat groats back there. There's oats back here. My quinoa's up on this shelf back yonder. And this is just the pantry. So if something happened and I had to exist on what I had in my pantry and in my cupboards and in my fridge and in my freezer, I venture to say, let's just look at the cupboards here. I am not Mother Hubbard, because the cupboard is not bare. So use what you've got, be inventive, use something more than one way, stretch $1, and nourish yourself all along the way, because that I won't compromise on. It must be nourishing. It must be nutritious. It must be good for my body and my mind and my spirit. So on that note, have a great rest of the day. Nourish yourself in some special way. And yes, I do like to write poetry. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.